We parents today do anything when it comes to our child's safety, whether it is giving 100% organic food, sending them to baby yoga classes, buying expensive toys, or even to that extent that we get Himalayan salt lamp for their better quality of sleep. When it comes to cavities, ask yourself, what would you say? It's okay, they are just milk teeth, they are going to fall off anyways. Really? It's like saying, why to fix a leaky roof when anyways we are going to change the house within a year time? Cute logic but dangerous outcome. Hi, Vanakkam. I'm Dr. Aisha, oral maxillofacial pathologist and founder of Foursquares Dentistry, Chennai with 15 plus years of experience. In today's video, we are going to break down the word of periodontics. Yes, the most ignored topic in modern parenting. Let's talk about bad habits, baby's teeth, and why your child's healthy smile tomorrow starts from today.
What is this pedodontics you speak of, and why should parents stop scrolling and start caring?
The term pedodontics is given for child dentists. It starts from infancy to preteens. They primarily focus on development of jaws and teeth, the habit-breaking mechanisms, and also prevention. These milk teeth are temporary, but their impact is real. I will tell you the purpose of milk teeth. They help in proper chewing mechanism, in proper speech, and also in proper positioning of the adult teeth in its place. Think of them as baby bodyguards for your adult teeth.
Doctor, be honest, do babies really need dentists before they can even talk? What's the rush?
Most of the parents wait until they see something wrong happening. Either it is the initial decay which they observe or the child in pain. But trust me, the ideal age for the child to visit the dentist is 6 months from the birth or even when the first tooth erupts. The dentist examines the child, monitors the proper growth pattern of both teeth and jaws, educates the parent regarding the brushing technique and oral hygiene maintenance, and also spot the problem at a very early stage than wait for the drills to happen and getting an expensive bill. Trust me, 5 minutes of calm checkup is much better than you wait for the child screaming in tooth pain.
If baby teeth are temporary, why to fix them?
I love this question a lot, but the truth is, baby's teeth act as a space holders in the jaw. We do a lot of procedures like placement of space maintainer where the tooth is extracted, use of pit and fissure sealants to protect from secondary decay, and pulp therapy so that there is no infection spread around. So by doing all these kind of procedures, we avoid crooked teeth or irregularly placed teeth and also avoid the braces. Yes, we treat them, we protect them. So don't take baby teeth for granted. They are not disposable cups or glasses.
What sneaky habits are silently destroying the kid's tooth?
Oh, where do I start? Let's start with the basic things. Usage of pacifier. This pacifier which you use has to be orthodontic pacifiers. Even the nail biting habit or pencil biting, they contain so much of germs and bacteria. The most common habit is thumb sucking. Thumb sucking has to be stopped before the age of 3 as they again contain a lot of bacteria which is ingested in the mouth. The usage of bottle feeding at night, it is mandatory that you clean the teeth surface before the baby is put to sleep. If these habits are not stopped before the age of 3, then definitely there could be a bright chance of going for ortho treatment. Orthodontics is not a teen thing anymore. We do start orthodontics in some cases before the child is 7 years of age.
With all the tantrums, toothpaste getting eaten, and rush brushing, what does a real doable dental routine for kids actually look like?
So here is the golden rule. Let the child brush by themselves only when they are ready to tie the shoelace all by their own. Until then, do supervise them. It is recommended that before the age of 2 years, a non-fluoridated toothpaste has to be given for brushing. After 2 years of age, fluoridated toothpaste can be given. The amount of toothpaste for less than 2 years of age is just the size of a rice grain, and after 3 years of age, a pea-size toothpaste is advisable until age of 6, after which a smear-sized toothpaste can be given. The brushing technique that is very commonly used is circular motion. Let's try and avoid continuous snacking all day, as this could lead to tooth decay. After brushing in the night, let's avoid any sugary food or actually eating anything.
What do you do for the kids at your clinic?
Our team is well trained for child psychology and behavioral management. Once the child enters the clinic, we comfort the child as we have a dedicated play zone for them to feel at home. During the procedure, we explain to the child what is being done in a very friendly manner and comfort them to the best. After the treatment is done, we reward the child with goodies and stickers, but no chocolate.
Time for our rapid fire round. Cavities in baby teeth don't matter, isn't it?
It's a myth, they definitely matter.
It's okay if kids sleep with a milk bottle?
That could lead to early childhood caries.
Does teething cause high fever and diarrhea?
There's no direct evidence as such.
Sugar-free gummies are really safe?
It's better to take advice from pediatrician before you take.
Flossing baby teeth is unnecessary.
They are definitely necessary when the two teeth are approximating each other. Thank you for tuning in another episode of our podcast. For any child dental care or treatment, do visit Foursquares Dentistry, Chennai. We are open 365 days a year, as your smile deserves our support every day. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with every parent you know.